Death is a part of life. Just as Rockstar Supernova is always followed by an episode of 48 Hours Mystery, so death and life are inextricably linked.
We must harness this power of death and use it for good, like figuring out which game franchises most need to die.
Anime. It's given us so much. Without anime, how would we know that people could turn into giant robots who wear aprons? Or that pirates own miniature reindeer? Or that anime fans are really, really creepy? Oh, what am I looking at? But of all the irritating imports from Japan, nothing is more omnipresent than Naruto.
Believe it!
And even though it's been popular in Japan since 1999, the craze is just now hitting the States. Unfortunately, the video game franchise based on the TV show is making up for lost time.
Believe it!
In the year 2006 alone, there are 5 Naruto games scheduled for release. There's Naruto Clash of Ninja for the GameCube.
Believe it!
Naruto Ninja Council for the Game Boy Advance.
Believe it!
Or Naruto Ultimate Ninja for the PS2.
Believe it!
Even though the gusher of games just began, we're already begging for the franchise to disappear. Now, you're probably wondering why we call this one out so early. Well, first off, you gotta nip these things in the bud.
Believe it!
If we don't draw the line now, we'll wind up with an unstoppable deluge of sequels and spin-offs, or, as I like to call it, the Mega Man effect. The other reason is, well, these games just aren't that good. It seems like each version is just a generic fighter that desperately tries to spice up the action with over-the-top combos.
I'll do it! Naruto Barrage! Believe it!
And then, of course, there's the voice acting.
Oh, by the way, I'm a boy.
No.
Believe it!
Oh, for God's sake, can't you say anything other than believe it? Come on, please surprise me with something fresh and original.
Ninja! Ninja! Ninja!
You know what? We give up. You win, anime fans. You win. Enjoy spending your hard-earned dollars on the inevitable box sets. But for the rest of us, Naruto is a video game franchise that needs to die.
Believe it!
I can't believe we have to review another Naruto game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Morgan better be back by then. Plus, I'm like allergic to the stage makeup. It's kind of freaking
Oh, no,
out.
what you do is you take some Benadryl, you crush it up, you put
Really?
it in the powder. Oh my God, it's Naruto.
Oh, isn't it pronounced Naruto?
My name is Naruto Uzumaki! Believe it! My franchise will never die! Believe it! They're gonna keep making games about me forever! Believe it!
You know, all we want you to do is disappear. Is that really so much to ask?
Yeah, why don't you just retire or something? I mean, certainly Comedy Central pays you residuals, right?
What are residuals?
Oh, you don't know about those?
No.
Oh.
Why don't you just shut your mouth? I'm Naruto and I'm gonna be king of the ninjas! Believe it!
Oh my God, you're annoying. Why do you keep saying believe it?
I have OCD. Believe it.
Oh, now I feel sorry for you. Great.
Jeez.
Ha! That was my special ninja technique! Sympathy Jutsu! Now prepare a battle! Believe it!
Okay, you know what? I'll handle this.
Please
Get
do.
out! Leave. Seriously. Believe it. Come on. Get out.
In the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon, the king of the Jews, is a bastard. He's complaining all over the place and telling people how much the world sucks. If you think I'm hypercritical, you read yourself some Ecclesiastes and learn just how negative one person can be. But he does make one great point. Everyone dies. And sometimes game franchises need to die. Like this one. To fully explain the intricacies of this exercise in resource management we call Yu-Gi-Oh!, I would need more than 3 minutes. I mean, there's monster cards, trap cards, spell cards, and don't get me started on the spell speeds of multi-trigger abilities. To figure this all out, you would need to be a paralegal, have a degree in TV VCR repair, animal care speciality, and general hygiene. Wait, duelists don't need that last one. However, give us 3 minutes and we'll finally castrate, mutilate, and do so many bad things to Yugi that'll run to Mark Foley just for a little comfort. This is XPlay's Games That Need to Die, Yu-Gi-Oh! From the first shuffle, you know you're in trouble when Celtic Guardian is a welcome sight. A 1400 vanilla monster from the age of Blue Eyes White Dragons. And now, for the rest of our audience. Let's say you pick up Madden. Instead of being able to choose the Patriots or the Steelers, the game throws you some washed-up junior varsity high school team or the Oakland Raiders. Yu-Gi-Oh! Often starts you off with nothing and expects you to build your team up one card at a time. And let's not get started on the stories. I mean, we're looking at plots in a video game from an anime series created to sell cards from the previous anime series that was based upon a manga created to sell cards and video games. To its credit, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has come a long way from its modest digital beginnings. Most versions of the game now include an online multiplayer feature, the latest cards, better AI, and a lot of other gobbledygook duelists care about. And still, we'll tell you to stop playing the game because of one reason. It will never be better than the real thing. You do not play as Master Chief, not Link, not Mario, not even Yugi, but you. You are the hero of this game. You play through your de facto self in this series to win tournaments and the esteem of your 8-bit peers. Great. Now we need the DS Cry Myself to Sleep simulator, and I'll never have to deal with reality again. Now put down the video game, move out of your dimly lit room, walk outside to another dimly lit room filled with people actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Unlike football, all it takes is a deck and a willingness to get your ass handed to you by a middle school kid to actually play the real thing. There's a structure already set up for participating in actual tournaments, to make actual friends, and to win the esteem of real people. Just look at the texture mapping on that crowd. No one will remember the day you got that touchdown in Madden. The day you made top 8 with a tricked out 6 samurai deck will live in the hearts of a couple of kids for a little while. In the land of xplay, sometimes others must die so you can live.
We here believe strongly in the right to die with dignity. And this is why I periodically take trips to nursing homes to give the residents the opportunity to die in battle so that they might feast forever on the flesh of their enemies in Stovokor or Valhalla or the warrior afterlife of their choice. Though sometimes this consideration needs to be offered to game franchises as well. So here's an installment of our Pritzker Prize winning series, video game franchises that need to die. We're in your childhood ranch of memories, slaughtering your sacred cows and serving them up with tangy barbecue sauce. Today we're taking out Mega Man, a robot from the not-too-distant future who can't raise his arm more than 90 degrees. James Barrie once wrote that 2 is the beginning of the end. See ya! Nothing is truer than when it comes to Mega Man, a game that cut its teeth on platforming and quickly degenerated into anime drivel along with bucket-scraping bosses. Train Man? Does he toss hobos at me? But Morgan, Mega Man was a part of our childhood. You have a compelling case there, Skippy. First off, let me just say, your childhood sucks. Second, watch this.
Hey, Zach! Why must I fight you? We are not enemies!
Shut up!
Sounds like Dr. Light's been rooting around Mega Man's dongle. Unfortunately, the Mega Man series has already ended, finished, ceased, and desisted, deader than Terry Schiavo during an election year. Some believe that the series just ran its course. I, on the other hand, know for a fact that Mega Man beat up a Taiwanese hooker, and you know what happened then. Thus, we here at xplay are forced to empty our venom sacks into one of Mega Man's inbreed bambinos. xplay presents games that need to die. Mega Man Battle Network. Lan, the protagonist of this little tragedy, gallivants across a futuristic series of tubes to combat an international crime organization with a program that resembles the Blue Bomber. Equivalently, this would be like some 10-year-old running around fighting gang wars with the 38 special he found under his dad's pillow. This has got to be the most neglectful parents or laziest late-term abortion I've ever seen in my life. Couldn't you just keep the Drano on a lower shelf like everybody else? Mega Man manages to cram in random encounters, card battling, fetch quests, Twitch muscle action, and enough text to count for an English credit at Florida State. With so much suffering squeezed into one game, the only way you could make an emo kid any happier is by combining LiveJournal with cutting. If you mess up an entry, you have to switch to the other thigh. This new incarnation of Mega Man battles includes the most dastardly of foes, such as these helmety things and corn on the internet. Not like the real internet. The real internet has pop-ups asking me about refinancing my house, finding that special someone online, random drug trials, and countless online postings questioning if I'm really a gamer. Look, I don't send out emails asking if you were some annoying little brat, because I already know it's true. In a matter of 5 years, Mega Man Battle Network has managed to pop out 6 titles, and all of them with the exact same graphics. If we don't stop Mega Man Battle Networks now, then the terrorists have really found their special someone in their lives. Wait, no! Haven't finished ranting yet.
You know, thanks to advances in modern medicine, we'll all be living much, much longer. Unfortunately, they'll easily be the worst years of our lives, marked by confusion, incontinence, sickness, and a general malaise. Knowing when to let go and surrender to death's cold embrace is something that you should talk to your loved one about. That's why I want to take this moment to address Sonic, the anthropomorphic hedgehog. Sure, we had some good times, but that was a long, long time ago. What can be said about Sonic that hasn't already been said about gonorrhea? Let's find out. Dizziness? Check. Audio or visual anomalies? Check. Hard to get rid of with flare-ups occurring every 3 to 4 months? Oh, you better believe it. Vomiting?
It sounds like being a princess isn't that easy.
Check. Wait, gonorrhea doesn't cause vomiting. Well, how do you like that? Gonorrhea. Slightly better than Sonic the Hedgehog. I think you know where this one is going. And xplay's games that need to die. Sonic. Probably the best example of all the atrocities that have spewed forth from this series comes from the opening cutscene of Sonic Heroes. There's Sonic in what I like to refer as Annoying Player 2. Knuckles, who is an interesting character for being the first playable character with all the powers of Sonic and more. Assorted bad guys. Amy. I would like to mark this frame as the point I stopped caring. Who are these characters? What the hell is this thing? You know what's worse than playing with barely recognizable characters? Playing with characters I don't even know. What about the secret rings, Adam? What about it? The last Sonic game people really supported was the Sonic game that reminded them the least of a Sonic game. That's like voting for a Republican in Vermont. I wasn't fooled. I would recognize those terrible controls and half-ass VO anywhere. I hate you, Sonic, because you broke my heart. It was a different time when the speed and the bright lights would catch my fancy. I was just a young, pregnant Mexican girl traveling back to face my father at the annual grape harvest. Wait, that's the plot to A Walk in the Clouds. Sega lured my childhood into a white van with promises of puppies, candy, and social acceptance. Last year, I finally found my childhood, wandering the streets of Calcutta holding a copy of Sonic Spinball. I blame Sonic Adventures for all this. With what little fan attention the game received, Sega took to the series like an adolescent in the throes of first finding themselves. Faster, harder, and then finally crumpling into an awkward sobbing heap. Shadow the Hedgehog is the step after you go blind from going at it for far too long. Lights up! Sonic the Hedgehog used to be the cutting edge of gaming, rivaling that of Mario. I used to drink breast milk and crap myself on a daily basis. I don't remember the last time I got a serving of sweater meat, and the last time I crapped myself was when Boomer shot Adama at the end of Season 1 Battlestar Galactica. Sonic, you're done for. Sega's just kicking around your bloated corpse for the kids to poke their pointed sticks at. It's time to pull the feeding tube. Here, I'll help. Oh, crap. Does anyone know if California's a right-to-die state?
Sometimes a game franchise needs to go. It outlives its usefulness, or maybe it never was useful in the first place. But either way, when the time comes, xplay is always here to remind you to pull the plug. So here's another edition of game franchises that need to die. .hack.
I must speak with Morgana to go where she wishes.
Well, that's just too damn bad. You get the bonus plan. Me, Adam Sessler. And you're not gonna like what I have to say. At all.
Damn it!
.hack is a game franchise that needs to die. Really, really needs to die. In the most visually trippy way possible. That's what the .hack series deserves. .hack warrants exactly what it's brought to the world of video games. A long drawn out yet increasingly redundant, slow, painful death. Oh, .hack, you had such promise when you came into our lives. We loved your unique storyline. You know, the whole game within a game thing. Who's managing the world? Are we controlling the game? Or is the game controlling us? So unique. Then. Now, not so much.
What is this?
We've dealt with the infection. Remember that big book? That must have meant something 1,000 games ago.
Wasn't supposed to be this way. I'm sorry.
We've dealt with the mutation.
I want to eat something really sweet and round.
We've dealt with the outbreak.
Don't burn yourself out.
The quarantine. Sensing a theme of repetitiveness yet? How about the liminality. Come out to the coast, have a few laughs. We've dealt with it all. We're done dealing. Game after game after game. It's the same fighting. Is there anything more sad than a promising franchise dragging out a storyline over games, DVDs, cartoons, the internet, and salad dressing?
I want to eat something really salty.
Don't make me buy countless video games I don't care that much about just to complete a storyline that's not that interesting. If I wanted to play an online game, guess what? I can play an online game. I don't need to pretend I'm in an online game. See what I'm getting at here?
I want to eat something really sweet and round.
Dot Hack, the time has come for you to end this national role-playing nightmare. Move on. Everyone else has. See ya, Dot Hack. It's been real. It's been nice. But it hasn't been real nice.